So before this video begins, I'm going to explain what this video will be like. Just kind of as an introduction, since this video is long, it's kind of a podcast more than it is like official ranking. And we didn't really efficiently go through these albums. We kind of just went through them and talked however long we wanted, and it lasted about an hour. But essentially what I originally was going to do was I just thought, let's do a video with Tate where me and him rank every Nas album. We're both Nas fans. We both know all of 14 albums. So I'm going to go from 14. I'll do my 14, he'll do his 14, and we will go through them. But then I ended up finding that I just want to do this in a podcast format where we just kind of more discuss the albums, less than do an edited big format like that. I had recorded a video that was like the Logic ranking, but I decided to scrap that, and I decided I would rather do this. Kind of more of a free video. There's not going to be any camera angles. It's just going to show like the albums pop up on screen, whatnot. This is going to be a fun video to edit. But, yeah, this is the video. So, essentially, this is not a normal video. This is more of a podcast-style video. But, without further ado, this is me and Tate ranking all 14 Nas albums, and it takes us a whopping hour to do so. So, yeah.
Hello, people. I am here with the Tatermeister.
Oh, yeah!
The Tate, the man, the myth, the legend. We're here to rank arguably the greatest rapper, not in terms of albums or like how much I love him, but like in terms of actual talent. We're here to rank possibly the greatest ever to do it, Nas.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about best rapper. That's a little,
yeah. I'm saying there's like an argument. I guess. There's an argument to be made. Eminem is better, and so is Kanye, in my opinion, but...
Kendrick...
Kendrick, okay, well, when Kendrick gets to the point where he's released like 10 albums, we can go there.
Yeah, true, I guess that's
but he's got 4
comparison.
now,
yeah,
so he's kind of been around for like... I mean, in terms of talent, Kendrick really's never missed. I mean, maybe like you could argue overly dedicated, but he's really never missed. So.
Okay, let's get back to the topic at hand, Nas albums.
Yes, Nas. The nasty Nas, the
Nastradamus. No, Nas.
I don't like the nickname Nostradamus, the album it implies. Okay, well, I'm going to pull up my Google Doc.
that's the first album we're talking about, right?
I'm going to pull up my Google Doc that has all the Nas albums. And then we will get started.
Hey, I wonder what's at the bottom. I don't know.
I think we probably both have I think our lists will differ at a couple points, but I think we both agree on what's the worst. Okay. I'm going to start with... Okay, so what we're going to do in this video is it's going to be podcast format. I'm going to do my 14. He'll do his 14. I'll do my 13. He'll do his 13. Do you have your list pulled up, Mr. Tate?
Wait, what? I'm going to do... I thought we were just reading the time.
No, pull up. Okay, pull up your ranking of Nas.
Right. I think I have it.
I was supposed to do this like 5 weeks ago, but whatever.
Yeah, I got it.
You have it up?
I have it up, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what my worst is. I'll talk about it. Then you do what your worst is and talk about it. And then we move up from there. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how people do it on most videos, right?
Yeah. I haven't done many collaborations, so this is new. Okay. So worst Nas album for me. It's not hard to do. Kind of like what we all know what his best is. His worst is Nostradamus. Like without,
wow,
it's the only album
how shocking!
It's the only album I think he's made that I genuinely have a dislike for. There's a couple mediocre ones, but that's the only one that I'm like, I do not enjoy listening to it whatsoever.
I mean, it's fine. I don't know.
Okay, I mean it technically
I really don't
is
hate
better
any
than
Nas
like,
album, honestly.
It's better. Okay, it's better than Encore by Eminem. It's better than that.
It's about the same. I don't know.
I think the problem is that every track kind of sounds the same, and they all just kind of repeat the same ideas. And the only tracks I really liked Project Windows, okay, and I liked New World because I like the way he used Africa. Other than that, though, no.
Yeah. It's also my least favorite. It's 14. And the only song I really like is Some of Us as Angels. The rest I'm like, okay. Whatever.
Big Girl is another terrible song.
What's that? Big Girl. That's definitely the worst one.
Yeah, or You Owe Me. Or Shoot 'Em Up.
Yeah, it's alright.
I really dislike Shoot 'Em Up. I think I dislike You Owe Me because I don't think that should be a Nas song.
Yeah,
it's like
I guess
this party
I kinda
banger,
agree
and
on
I'm
that point.
like, this man released Illmatic 5 years ago to this album.
It just when you listen to Nostradamus, you gotta wonder like, what the hell happened with this?
Yeah,
Like, what's going on?
I think he really recognized what comes after. It really shows that he really recognized. Holds Up, that was bad. Because the
I
album
guess
that
he's like,
preceded,
I'll take the criticism. I got it.
yeah, kind of like how I think you described it well, like how Eminem had like a bunch of weak albums, then he came with Recovery, which was like so much better.
Yeah, this is definitely the relapse of the Nas.
Yeah, this is definitely no. I would say, I mean, I guess I'd say it's his encore because it's his, like it's his 4th album. But
Well, it's because the one after is like a billion times better. But I mean,
well, yeah, you're right because the one after Encore was not much better than Encore.
that's why I'm
yeah.
saying Relapse is my least favorite Eminem album.
Yeah, I
I still think Nostradamus is better, honestly. But
think that's I think Nostradamus is a little lower than. Okay, I'd give Encore like Relapse like a C, and I'd give Nostradamus like a C minus. I'm never gonna be able to.
You think Relapse is better?
A little, not by a lot. There's far more passion.
Well, they're about the same in terms of quality. But
I don't like Relapse, but there's a little bit of passion in it. Like I can tell he wanted to make that.
I guess.
And Deja
Well, that's
Vu.
just as you say with
Deja
any
Vu.
Eminem or not album.
Deja Vu, Beautiful, and Underground are 3 great songs. So at least it's got that.
Well, Beautiful I think is overrated, but it's pretty good.
I think it's a really nice song. But back to Nas. Nostradamus is so boring also. Like there's so little interesting about the whole thing. I'm looking at this track list
I'm never
right now.
gonna listen to it again, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that was a waste of time.
I'm looking at this track list now and I'm like, oh my god, these tracks are so boring. Also, why does he ever put Bravehearts on his albums? Because they never sound
I
good.
don't freaking know.
Remember Zone Out?
I mean, Nostradamus, the song is like so freaking repetitive. I'm Nostradamus, yeah.
I hate that
I'm like,
song, yeah.
oh my god, what the fuck?
Although you do have to, it is an important song. Actually, no, there's one song on this album that I don't like, but it is important, is Come and Get Me. Because that song...
Yeah, that one's good. I'll agree that
because
one's
that
good.
song,
I mean,
technically, I'm not sure the whole story, but it does kind of lead to the Nas versus Jay-Z beef.
yeah.
It was kind of his first shots at Jay-Z.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty
Yeah, I don't know where they are on the lyrics, but he does diss him in it. Kind of. It's more subliminal. It's not like Ether. But...
Well, Ether's just ruthless.
yeah, that song is freaking brutal. But,
We'll get to that later. But...
Nostradamus is my 14, and it's your 14, right? Yes?
Yep.
We both agree on that. Okay, I guess I'll go to 13
Alright, let's
now.
move on to 13.
Okay, my 13 I don't think is your 13. I put Street's Disciple at 13.
No!
I don't...
Why? The frick?
Okay, let me explain it. Let's... In a world where Street's Disciple is a disc, like one disc, it wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be great to me because I look at both discs. The songs I have saved on this, I have the message to the Feds, Disciple, Live Now, Rest of My Life, Just a Moment, Reason, Suicide Bounce, The Streets Disciple, Unauthorized Biography of Rakim, War, and Thief's Theme. That's like all I have out of all 25 tracks.
Yeah, okay.
Also, in the second half of this album, he just makes like a bunch of love songs, and they don't sound good. Like, Remember the Times, Getting Married, Me and You. Actually, Me and You's dedicated. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not great to me. Me and You isn't that good to me.
It's better than Nostradamus songs.
Yeah, no, this is a way better project than Nostradamus. But honestly, I remember listening to this for the first time, and like by the end, I was pretty done. This is one of the very few times. Okay, a lot of the time when Nas and Jay-Z go head to head for me, Nas just like barely wins, or one of them barely wins. This is the time they both made a double album around the same time period. Jay-Z's The Blueprint 2 is his double album, and it is so much better than Street's Disciple.
Okay, I'm still listening to him, okay? You gotta give me some time.
It's a good album. It's not amazing. It's not as good as the other Blueprint, but it's fun. So that's my 13. I don't care for Street's Disciple too much. What's your 13? Second worst.
I mean, choosing a second worst Nas album is kind of annoying because a lot of his albums I love, but Nasir's my 13.
Nasir?
Yeah, I don't hate
Nasir,
yeah. But it's certainly not an album I think's incredible. It's better than Nostradamus, obviously.
It's got some good tracks on it though.
Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of how it ended. It just ended so abruptly. I'm like, that kind of pissed me off. I was like, what the hell?
Why? Okay, this is my question. Why isn't Everything the final track? It's like
really. It feels like all the songs on that here could be the final track. Like
I think well, I'm not gonna give my opinion much on Nasir now, so I won't talk about it. Yeah, I'll talk about it later. But
okay.
So that's your 13.
I said Nasir.
Yeah, Nasir. I was pointing it out. What are like the tracks you like from Nasir?
I guess the one with Kanye, kid killed a cop or whatever.
Or Cop Shot the Kids.
Yeah, that's it.
I like Adam and Eve.
Oh, that one's really good. Yeah, I'm not saying the songs are bad. It just they feel like they could just be singles. As an album, it just doesn't flow very well. I don't know.
You still got to consider it was made in 4 days.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was quick. But
I guess he took the criticism. He's like, all right, time for King's Disease.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been better, but it's not bad.
All right, let's move on to 12 already. Enough about 13.
Okay, my 12 is The Lost Tapes 2. This is the last album that I don't fully enjoy. I don't dislike it that much, but
that's funny. Okay.
Okay, Lost Tapes 2.
Lost Tapes 2. Why is it so low, man? No.
Okay. I think there are two things he should have done with Lost Tapes 2. Number one, I think he should have revisited some of the songs, because watching an interview with him...
it's not that high on my list either, but...
Yeah. Watching an interview with him, what he did with the album was he just thought, I should do another Lost Tapes. So he just took a bunch of shelved songs and threw them together. This album took a couple days to make, technically. And... the result is like an album that the first half is really good in my opinion. Like looking at the first half, No Bad Energy, Vernon Family, Jaro of Rap, Tanasia, Lost, Freestyle, Royalty, Who Are You?
I like a lot of
them. Really good. I think once Adult Film hits though, a lot of the songs just don't sound finished at all. In my opinion. I like Beautiful Life. Beautiful Life though is a beautiful conclusion.
Yeah, and so is this song. Okay, here we go.
Jaro of Rap that's a fun song. That's something. Okay, what I really like about Jaro of Rap is he never's done anything else like that.
He really should do more. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's like such like a fun, bouncy song. Scat Attack. Also, Tanasia is a really cool song.
It sounds like I'm gonna make it a meme. It is such a meme type of song.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't hate Lost Tapes 2, but I don't. If I was like much of a Nas fan when it came out, I feel like I maybe would have been a little let down.
Well, you're not gonna like what I put at 12, ironically.
Oh no! No! You don't! No! Don't you dare! What did you put the Lost Tapes at 12?
It's the first one. Lost Tapes is 12.
I'm gonna go to Florida and kill you right now. No, I'm kidding. I understand Lost Tapes. You not loving it as much as I do.
I'm sorry, man. I just didn't love it that much. Well, first of all, I didn't even know the Lost Tapes or 1 and 2 existed until you told me. So
yeah. What? I'm gonna go listen to my QB2 Compton ringtones.
I mean, I'm not saying I hate Lost Tapes. It's really good. I just don't really love it, I guess.
I'm not gonna say much. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything right now, because I'll get to it later. But I get it's in terms of albums from him. I think it's probably the one that sounds the worst, like in terms of production.
Oh, really?
Well, no, not in terms of quality. I mean in production, because a lot of the songs are like shelved songs that don't sound 100% finished.
I think probably My Way or Purple are my favorites, but
Do Rags is great in my opinion. Oh, also Drunk by Myself. That song actually is like really great, honestly.
Yeah, they're good. They're just not songs I love to death like other Nas songs.
Yeah, I'll get to my opinion on it later, but I get why you don't love it. I just personally really love it. It's the same length as Illmatic.
Right. Epi. Woohoo!
Yeah. Okay. So on to 11. Right?
I'm interested in this one.
My number 11 is Nasir. So now I'm doing Nasir.
Oh, okay. So it's almost the same as my list. Pretty close.
Nasir to me is like, how do I can kind of describe Nasir is it's like, it's disappointing until you like kind of realize what it is. I mean, okay, what built up to Nasir was 7 years. Like you realize that there were 6 years with no Nas music for 6 years.
Damn, that was a big gap.
Yeah, and I mean, he did features but no albums, and it came after Daytona, Yay, and Kids See Ghosts. So It should have been great, and then it's just kind of okay. But
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess Nas just made it to make it. He didn't really put as much passion as he could have.
I feel like maybe he went into I don't know if I've ever described this, but a lot of the time new or like artists that are from years ago, like from the 90s thing or classic rappers, when they come back in this era for new albums, the problem that they run into is the mindset they go into the album is, I'm going to go back to the old days rather than thinking, I need to move forward. That's why newer Eminem albums are weaker than older Eminem albums, because he's stuck in that mentality.
Hey, Music to Be Murdered By is really good.
Oh no, I liked Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By. I'm just saying, I mean, are they really on par with Marshall Mathers LP or the Eminem Show?
No, obviously not. But...
yeah. It's like, I mean, he keeps trying to reinstate this I'm Still Shady, and he keeps trying to recreate it. And that's the problem he runs into. That's mostly the problem with Revival, though. So that's
Revival,
where that stands.
The most hated rap album in the world. Not really.
Maybe. It could actually be one of the most hated rap albums ever.
Well, not compared to... It's still better than 96.9 one.
Which way? Oh, yeah, 96.9 album. Both are terrible. Dummy Boy and Tattletale's terrible.
I heard one song from them, like, yep, nope.
Yeah,
not
no, don't listen to either. Tattletales is such a mess. It's so awful. But with Nasir, back to that, I don't dislike anything from it. But like White Label, Bonjour, and Simple Things have so little to care about. Like I care so little about what they do. But Not for Radio is a cool opener. Cops Shot the Kids is a great racial style song. I mean, it's not amazing, but it does dive into the themes well. Everything is a little long, but I do like it, and I think Kanye's really beautiful on it. And then Adam and Eve, the Dream chorus on Adam and Eve is great, and the beat is good.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Overall, I would listen to it again because it's only 26 minutes, but it's not great.
Well, I mean, why would I spend 26 minutes with that when I have Kids See Ghosts?
Like only 23 minutes for Kids See Ghosts. But like, I mean, if you want to switch it up after listening to Kids See Ghosts for 40 times in a row, because it never gets old.
Well, I don't know. Yay is even better. I'm just saying, there was better albums that came out.
And also, I haven't heard it yet, but Daytona I bet is better too. So.
I am not a big Push fan, but I'll check that out later.
Wow, a Drake fan's not a Push fan.
Look, I like Pusha T. I just haven't listened to his albums yet.
I like Drake and Pusha T, so.
Well, Drake's better, but.
Maybe on average, because I don't think Push really has. I mean, Take Care, and If You're Reading This are probably better than anything Push has released. So.
Yeah, I mean, Runaways. His verse on Runaways.
They're kind of both in completely different realms, though.
Yeah.
Just
anyway, back on Nas' topic here.
But yeah, Nasir's 11 for me. What's your 11?
I don't know if you're gonna like this or not, but I put I Am at 11.
That's not that bad to me. It's only a couple spots up for me.
I like I Am a lot, but I just like a lot of the other ones better, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of a humongous downgrade from that incredible It Was Written, which is just, oh God. I mean, it's still a great album. It's just not an album I'm going to go back and listen to a billion times like the other one. But,
yeah.
I don't know. Let me look at the tracks, actually.
There's not really many I actually dislike from I Am. Just a lot of them are kind of weaker. Like, Big Things I don't really like. Dr. Knockboot's weird.
Oh, Dr. Knockboot was like, oh my God.
I think Favor for... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to get too much in the track list now. I'm stopping myself from doing that, so I'll do it later.
We'll talk about it when we get to your part, but
yeah,
this is your video, buddy.
Yeah, not a bad album. I don't think it's bad. It's got some highlights. I'll say that.
All right, now to number 10.
All right,
we're getting to the top 10 now.
Number 10 for me is Hip Hop Is Dead.
Not too far off from me.
Hip Hop Is Dead is the most okay thing I've ever heard. I could just say okay and then move on because I like it. It's just like, I mean, I cannot tell you what the beat of You Can't Kill Me, Carry On Tradition, or Where Are They Now? Can't tell you what those songs sounded like, but honestly, there are a lot of tracks I love on this one. Like Black Republican is so good. That is
that's not my favorite, but I get if it is yours. I mean,
if I were to pick two rappers I wanted to collaborate, it would be Nas and Jay-Z, and then they did that, and it was great.
I didn't even believe when I saw that on the album. I'm like, wait, they did a song together? Hold on.
Yeah.
I thought that
I bet you back in 2006. I bet you back in 2006 that was a big deal.
I mean, I can't imagine when that album came out and people saw that. Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. You know, the song Hip Hop Is Dead, what's interesting about it is you know how it features
Not enough Will I Am.
It features Will I Am. Do you know the whole point of this album is against the wave Will I Am started?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny he's on it. But that song's kind of weird to me. I like it, but it's like...
I love Play On Play with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg kills that shit.
I do like that Play On Play.
Yeah.
Hustlers is a great song, in my opinion. That Game verse.
Also, Still Dreaming with Kanye, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool song. That's a cool Kanye collaboration.
That's way better than the one on Kill Key Cop, whatever, the Nasir one. I like it a lot.
Actually, okay, I think the best Nas-Kanye collaboration is We Major from Late Registration.
I don't think I heard that one yet.
Oh, it's the one, it's on, wait, you've listened to Late Registration, right?
Oh, damn it! I gotta re-listen to that. Damn it! They did.
Yeah, it's the song "We Major" from that one.
Okay.
You know, Hustlers is
Late
produced by.
Registration I don't listen to that much.
Oh yeah, you know, Hustlers is produced by Dr. Dre.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and then there's also Not Going Back, which has such a cool beat and has a really.
Oh, that's my favorite. Yeah, Not Going Back. That was my favorite.
Oh man, that song kind of gives me goosebumps. I love it so much.
That's the highlight for me is Not Going Back.
Yeah, I get that. It's one of three highlights. Hustlers, Black Republican, and Not Going Back. Those are all highlights for me. But I like Hip Hop Is Dead. It's not great. It's just kind of...
Can you imagine if Jay-Z and Nas actually made a collab album one day, though? That'd be nuts.
They would, clash so much artistically. It would be
They can bounce off each other pretty well, I mean.
It would be a mess. Maybe if they did
that'd be like Bad Meets Evil, basically.
Oh yeah. Maybe if they did what works so well about Bad Meets Evil. Wait, sorry, I'm reading something.
Yeah, Royce and Eminem.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Well, they're just a great duo. I love them together. I've never actually listened to a Royce album yet, but I don't know. Oh crap. What happened?
Sorry, no, hello? I'm sending. Somebody sent me a text.
Oh, I'm like, what happened? Are you still there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, going back. Okay, do your number 10 now.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
I lost track. Okay, my number 10 is Lost Tapes 2. Whatever.
Nice.
Amigos, adios, the rappers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just really love that album. I mean, it's so freaking great. Well, I gave it an 8.8. That's not a 9, but I didn't give it a 9. But...
Wait, you'd give Lost Tapes 2 a 9?
No, an 8.8, not a 9.
I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Although I think you rate things higher. Because you sound a little more negative on I Am. And I'd give I Am a 7, but you gave it an 8.7.
8.6.
Oh, yeah. But, I'd give it technically a lower rating, like a 7 out of 10, but I seem to be a little more positive on it. So I don't know.
I mean, there's really no bad Nas album except Nastradamus, honestly. But
yeah. But back to
even Nastradamus ain't horrible, but
yeah. Should we go to number 9 now?
Yeah, number 9.
Speaking of I Am, that's my number 9. I Am.
Sweet. What's your thoughts on it, though?
I like it. I did realize I liked it a lot more when I first heard it than I do now. But like some of my favorite Nas songs, like NY State of Mind Part 2, Hate Me Now, We Will Survive, You Won't See Me Tonight, Nas is like has like one of the best Nas verses ever.
Nas is like
that beat is so cool. And yeah, that's a DJ Premier song. Yeah.
I love DJ Premier. You know, he did the final, like the last bonus track on Encore, my favorite album.
Oh, is he on DJ Snake's album?
Well, as it's a bonus track, you have to get the Target. I have the Target.
Okay, so I can't find it on like Spotify.
Nah, it's exclusive. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. He's on. He's been producing for so long. He did NY State of Mind. And
that's cool.
Yeah, a lot of the best Nas songs are from him. I think also there's one. I think some of the ones from you could look up like DJ Premier Nas songs and you could find out.
Well, I love DJ Premier because he's like, I mean, he inspired DJ Snake a lot, and that's why DJ Premier showed up on the album as like a special thing. It was pretty cool.
They sound nothing alike.
I know they don't, but that was his main inspiration. DJ Premier.
Yeah. There's the only problem with my problem with I Am is I think it's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
Like there's so many songs on this that just I don't care about. The one song I really don't like is Favor for a Favor. And you know why I don't like it? Because it's a Scarface feature, which would be really cool. But the hook is like, who wet what I wet what it. Who wet, like it's the weirdest hook ever.
Also KISSING.
I have a soft spot for that song. I honestly do.
My favorite is Like What You Make It with DMX. That's an epic freaking collab. Holy crap.
I like it, yeah, but when I first heard it, I was like, oh, that's not the DMX. That's not the beat I expected DMX to go over on. DMX should have been on You Won't See Me Tonight.
Oh, really?
Or like Ghetto Prisoners or Small World. Because those songs are like more angry. Life Is What You Make It isn't the most angry song, which I expected for DMX, you know? But, you know, I do like it. It's just not like one of my favorites.
A song I'm mixed on is NY State of Mind Part 2, because it's like, why make a part 2? What?
It's a cool opening. I mean, I guess I do see the logic of why, but like I like it. I think it kind of is a kind of cool twist on the original.
I guess, but it's not the original, not even close. Yeah. Anyway, do you want me to tell you my what you
number
call
9,
it?
yes.
9?
You're number 9.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's an album you didn't like so much, Street's Disciple.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry. I know I'm putting these albums you don't like so high, but I just like them.
It's fine. I don't care. You have a different opinion than me. It's all cool.
I mean, Street's Disciple to me was just a really jammy, nice album. When I listened to it, I was just really relaxed. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I actually see that. I love...
And honestly, I can feel Scorpion was very much inspired from it. So that's another reason I liked it. I don't know.
I mean, okay. Maybe... I don't know how much Scorpion's inspired, though, by it, because I'm not sure how much... Okay, well, I don't know. I don't see Drake sitting there like... You know
well,
what?
I'm just messing around, I guess. But,
because, I mean, but prior to Scorpion, he had already released More Life and Views, which both had like 20 songs on them. So...
Views is overrated. It's my least favorite album, but whatever.
It's untied. It's kind of not... Him and Scorpion are both pretty close to worst. I could say Views is his worst. Didn't you just say you agree, though?
Okay, enough about Drake. We got to get back to Nas.
Okay. So
are we going to 8 now? Like
8.
Best 8.
8 is Untitled.
Oh, okay. I put it a little higher, but
yeah,
I love Untitled. That was my first Nas album.
It's more of a. I put it at 8, and it's more for a. Oh, well, if it's your first one, then that makes sense. It's more for a I really like every song on it. But the reason why I put it at 8 is because it's like I really like it, but it's just not better than the other 7. Because we're at this point, I think from 8 up, these are all albums I like kind of love. So like 8 to 1 are all albums I love. There's so many songs on Untitled that are so solid. Like You Can't Stop Us Now. You Can't Stop Us Now got in my head the other day, even after not listening to it for months. I don't know how. But Breathe.
Well, yeah,
Make
Breathe.
the Worlds Go Round. Hero is great. America,
Hero's
Sly
the highlight.
Fox,
That's easily my
Testify,
favorite.
The Slave and the Master, the Untitled Track, Fried Chicken's weird.
Yeah, the Busta Rhymes one is weird, but also enjoyable.
We're Not Alone is really nice. Black President's okay. There's so many good tracks on this album. I forgot that how great this album kind of is.
I feel like Hero is Nas's ringtone when he gets a call.
The opening little chord, yeah, actually, you're right.
He's like, he's like, hey,
or Taken in Blood.
What?
Taken in Blood. That beat might be his ringtone too.
Oh.
You know Taken in Blood from It Was Written, right?
I mean, Hero just has that epic feel to it, you know?
It does, yeah. That song has given me, like, that song makes me, like, it gives me the same effect Black Republican gives me. Like, it gives me, like, goosebumps. It's so, like, big and epic.
That one's also good. But...
Yeah. Hero's great. It's one of my favorite Nas songs. Yeah, I like Untitled. It's not amazing, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's amazing to me, but I think most of the albums are amazing.
Yeah.
So,
What's your number 8?
Hip Hop Is Dead.
Nice. Our lists aren't that different. They're just a couple switched around.
I think Hip Hop Is Dead is just an interesting album. It's, I don't know. I mean, I guess some of the ones I said before, like Street Disciple and, what's it called? Lost Tapes. Wait. I don't know. I'm losing track. I'm losing. Where are we at? I don't know. Damn it. But, yeah, I really like the Hip Hop Is Dead. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Solid album, yeah. A lot of good tracks on it.
Woohoo!
Okay, I guess number 7 now?
Yeah, let's do number 7 now.
Number 7, Life Is Good.
Oh, yeah.
I would put Life Is Good higher if it just had Summer on Smash Cut.
Summer on... Oh, I like that song, though.
I do not. It's like top 10 worst Nas for me. It's weird. It doesn't make sense in the middle of the album.
To be fair, that is a weaker song, I guess, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I mean...
Okay, so you haven't heard this song, but I'm going to, like, talk about Nasty for a second.
Yeah.
Because it is probably... Okay, Nasty is better than everything on Nasir, Lost Tapes 2, King's Disease. I'd probably also argue it's better than everything on Untitled and Street's Disciple and Hip Hop Is Dead. It's like one of my favorite Nas songs ever. It's so cool. He uses so many great
fair, it's a
rhymes
bonus
on it.
track on a deluxe part. Well, I guess, yeah.
It was released way before the album.
Really?
It was released back in when was it released? It was back in like 2011, a year before the album came out. Roses
I know
also,
what you're talking about now. I've heard that song. It's awesome.
yeah. So one thing I really like about Life Is Good is that I think prior to that, a couple of the Nas albums really felt directionless, you know?
Yeah.
Specifically, what was it? Hip Hop Is Dead and Street's Disciple feel a little directionless. I guess there is kind of a theme in Untitled, but it doesn't feel like there's as much passion in Untitled. Like, in Life Is Good, it feels a lot of ways like his revelations of life. Like, he talks about, like, his wife leaving him and things like that.
Yeah.
There's not.
To be
there's
fair, Life Is Good and Untitled, you can really interchange them. They're both awesome.
Yeah.
But like,
Nas is great at intro tracks. Like,
I think Life Is Good flows a lot better than Untitled. Untitled, some of the songs feel off.
Yeah.
I can admit that, but I mean,
No Introduction is like such a cool opening.
like there's literally like I can admit Life Is Good. I guess Untitled just means more to me personally, but I can say Life Is Good is better. I don't know.
Yeah. Daughters is a really cool song.
They're all cool songs. It's Nas.
Yeah. No Introduction is like That's a freaking opening. That's a great opening song. And Accent Murders is cool. The Dawn is a really cool song, a really great song. Bye Baby I like as kind of the conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
I like Cherry Wine, it's just too long. I really like the album though. There's not much I could say was bad on it. Even though I don't think
I gave it like I gave it 9.5.
I'd put it at a B+ because I still think it could be cut down a bit. But I like it. And
yeah, superb.
Yes, that's my 7. Now you're 7.
Okay, 7 is Godson.
Whoa. Okay, that's the biggest disagreement I think we'll have. Oh no,
sorry, I love it, but it's
actually
not
no. Lost Tapes will be the big disagreement because I put that way higher.
I mean, Godson is really good, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's so hard ranking these things.
I know, I agree. Yeah. Sometimes you like rank one above the other, but you don't have like an explanation. You're just
it's not
like,
as easy as Eminem and Kanye. I mean, Nas albums are so. I don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't even argue Kanye's easy to rank, though. I mean, I always want to put Graduation above College Dropout and Late Registration above, like, mostly those
that
three.
trilogy is just really great. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll get to Godson soon, but I don't think Zone
yeah, I
Out's
like
good.
Godson. It's just not something extraordinary to me, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I think it's a solid project.
Really solid for me, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to 6 already.
6. Okay, now we're talking about King's Disease. That's my 6.
Ooh la la. Me, King's
Yeah.
Disease. I'll talk about that later for me, but you
King's
give your thought.
Okay, King's Disease. I've put so many thoughts on the internet already on this because I had my 30-minute
If
reaction.
you guys watch my review, could you put the link to my review in the video?
Yeah, I
when you
will.
post it?
Talking about King's Disease. Upon like a couple weeks, I have realized there isn't so much I've replayed. I've replayed Till the Wars one. All Bad's
best
Anderson
song.
Paak.
One of the best Nas songs. God.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean it's only been out for a couple weeks, and since I've known Nas for so long, I have a hard time saying it's one of his best. But
I literally memorized the lyrics already, bro. That's just how great that song is.
All Bad is really solid. Full Circle is a really nice collaboration I'd wanted to see for a while.
My second favorite is Replace Me with Big Sean. But...
That was actually generally my least favorite. But on an album where I liked everything. My problem with Replace Me is I didn't care for Big Sean's verse.
I love him on it. I don't care.
Do you know how similar Detroit 2 and King's Disease are? Because, like, Detroit 2 has Hit Boy on a lot of the production.
Well, Hit Boy and him, right? They better keep making albums together. I really want to keep making albums together.
Okay, actually, I still like King's Disease more than Detroit 2, but they're both. I think King's Disease is 8 on my best albums of the year, and Detroit 2's 9. So.
Don't tell me Savage Mode 2 is above these. Goddamn.
Savage 2's 4 now.
Ah!
I really liked it, dude. I thought it was really, really good. Seriously.
All right, maybe I'll give it
Ends
another
track.
shot. I don't know.
That's I can't say the full name because it has a racial slur, but the Steppin' on Ends song, man, that's a great song. But I'm not talking about Savage 2 right now. I'm talking about King's Disease. This is an album I liked. It has a lot of really cool production on it. Hit Boy did great on that stance, and there's a lot of passion from Nas. It's his best album in 18 years, arguably.
Yeah.
So, I really like it.
I definitely
and I
agree
like how
with that.
short it is, too. I like how it's like a 39-minute album. I like how he doesn't stretch it.
I really hope it gets nominated Best Rap Album. If you will.
It might, but I don't know. Nas has very rarely been nominated for that award. They snub him so much.
Not even Illmatic? Whatever. Okay.
Illmatic wasn't. You know, Illmatic wasn't that popular. Oh no!
Lame.
Back then,
Well, we'll get to
I
that
don't
at
even think
the
back
end,
then they
but-
had the award. I don't think in '94
Lame.
he could have won. I think in '95 is when it actually came out. The best rap album.
Okay, well.
Yeah, if it does get nominated, that'd be cool. It might, but Drake
I guess
always
not.
gets
I
his
guess you're
Drake
right.
always gets his nomination. Kanye West always gets his nomination. Kendrick Lamar always gets his nomination.
Well, Kendrick
It's
Lamar
very-
will probably release an album soon, so.
Hopefully, yeah. He's just shot. We've seen filming a music video, so
All right, great.
we kind of know something's coming. I hope Hardcore 5 drops soon. But going back to Nas, King's Disease is good. It's my 6. What's your 6?
My first Nas album, Untitled.
Nice. Not too far from mine.
I don't know. Untitled has a lot of personal meaning to me. I mean, I go back and forth between Untitled and God's Son. I mean, they're both really great, but I don't know. I just put Untitled a little higher, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, God's Son has I Can, and Untitled has Hero, so it's kind of like, gosh, damn.
Yeah. They're both good.
All right, are we going to move to the top 5 now?
All right, top 5. You will not agree with my number 5, but I got the Lost Tapes at 5.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I think what I love so much about the Lost Tapes, and I get to explain why I love it, is I think it's kind of raw. You know what I mean? Like, it's like all these songs.
I really don't think King's Disease should be
all these songs,
that, whatever.
All these songs that were not meant to be released, these cut songs, he just took 11 of them, threw them on an album, and there's something that's really nice about just that idea. And there's so many songs in this that I revisit so often, like Do Rags, My Way, like I mentioned earlier, Drunk by Myself, Purple. Everybody's Crazy is nice, Blaze of 50, No Idea's original, Black Zombie, Papa Was a Play is not great to me, but overall, I just really enjoy it, and it's a really easy album to get through. It's in a lot of ways I like it in the same vein that I liked King's Disease, for not being too much, for not trying to be amazing, kind of just doing what Nas does best, rhyming over nice boom bap production. So overall, I really love it as an album, and maybe it's also because it kind of surprised me when I first heard it.
Yeah, it surprised me too. I mean, maybe the problem with me is I just didn't get to hear a lot of songs from it until the first listen, I guess, because I didn't know it existed until you told me, Mark, so that's the problem. I mean,
maybe that would have helped, yeah.
I don't know.
I
it's
love
not bad, I just don't think it's the best, man.
Yeah, there are 4 albums better for me. What's your 5?
Oh, my 5? The legendary comeback album, Stillmatic.
Nice, yeah, great album. I'll get to that one soon.
Oh, man. Well, I'll let you talk more about that, because you like that a lot more than me. But
Not a lot more. I mean, you put it 2 spots below me.
I mean, Stillmatic's just great.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like that album? Like, really?
Yeah. There's so many solid tracks on Stillmatic. All right, I guess we.
I guess we'll move on now, or you want me to keep going?
I guess we'll go on. Yeah. 4 is God's Son for me.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your reasoning for putting it that high?
I've considered putting it to 3. I love God's Son so much. Like, I don't think... Okay, I was about to say there's no bad tracks, but Zone Out sucks. Other than that one song, though. This is what I love so much about God's Son is it's probably the only Nas album where he does so many different sounds and topics on one album. There's, like, so much content.
I'll admit the Warriors song and Thugs Mashing NY are probably the best. I mean.
Yeah. There's, like, so many songs on this that feel so...
Obviously, but...
Like, every song has its own purpose. Get Down is like a kind of fun, jazzy, more song along the lines of like normal street anthems. The Cross is like kind of his like religious anthem with Eminem production. Made You Look is just a filthy great street out song. Last Real and Alive proves that he's basically the last amazing rapper out, unless you argue Jay-Z. I Can is so good. I don't even need to describe why.
I Can's the best.
Yeah. Book of Rhymes is great. Thugs Mansion, Mastermind, where it's like Dance is like that song makes me cry.
Yeah, Thugs Mansion NY is pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Dance?
Dance?
Yeah. There's a song he dedicated to his mother.
That song. It's good.
That song feels like so emotional for Nas. It kind of feel, Hey Mama by Kanye West?
Yeah.
It's kind of like his Hey Mama. I love God's Son, and I replay it very often.
Yeah, it's very awesome. Super awesome.
All right, you're 4.
Life is Good.
Not a bad choice. Actually, most Nas fans vote that to 4.
Life is Good is just the most remarkably, well, one of the most remarkably made rap albums I've heard. I mean, I don't know why I skipped out for so long. It's so remarkably made. I just, wow.
Some great production, yeah. It's really well pieced.
I mean, not as good as the top three I'm going to talk about, but.
Yeah. Our top three aren't too different. I mean, our top two are the same, but like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I already know what your three is. Yeah. I mean, duh.
My three is Stillmatic.
Okay, so, what? Give me your thoughts on all the tracks of Stillmatic.
Well, okay, when I was looking at Godson versus Stillmatic, what makes me choose Stillmatic is I think it's more important to Nas as an album. Like, I mean, that album was the reason why people still liked him. Ether's top 10. I'd argue Ether's like that song. Every lyric is dedicated to just tearing Jay-Z apart.
Either is still the best diss track I've ever heard.
I agree, yeah. I think it's better than Killshot or like No Vaseline or something like that.
There's been other good diss tracks, so that was like the diss track that started it, really.
Yeah. But like, okay. I saw something that was kind of funny. You know Blue Ivy, Jay-Z's son, or Jay-Z's daughter? With Beyonce? I saw something that was funny that was like, Blue Ivy plays Ether when she's upset with her dad. There's so many funny lines on that song, like I rock hoes.
I think Jay-Z, when he heard Ether, he's just like, well, all right, I guess you won.
Yeah. I think when he heard Ether, he's probably surprised, because if you heard Takeover, he like treats Nas like he's a baby, and then Nas is like, okay, here, let me murder you. And Jay-Z never responded, like with a great...
Just threw a nuclear bomb at his house, like, oh, damn.
So yeah, Got Yourself a Gun is also really fun.
Also a freaking jam. Like,
yeah, it's a fun song. The Flyest is great. Rule.
And
I mean,
the most
obviously
legendary song of the album.
One Mic is incredible. That song is.
God, who doesn't like One Mic? It's one of the best Nas songs. No.
Yeah, he builds up on that beat so well. Like, it's so amazing. But yeah, I don't think there's one skip on all of Stillmatic. All 14 songs really have their own thing I love about them.
I mean, honestly, Stillmatic's... I mean, most of the Nas albums I love. I can't really... They're almost some of the best rap albums ever made.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my three. What's your three?
Well, I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, if you haven't figured it out by now, it's King's Disease for me.
Because we all know what the top two are, so...
King's Disease. Oh. I love that wonderful album. I mean, shit. You can see my picture in the freaking video. I was just elated. Finally, a Nas album that speaks to my heart.
Yes. It is a great project. It is a great project. I didn't love it as much as you. I mean,
seriously, like, when I heard Change, like, replace, like, all the songs are great, but replace me in freaking, of course, the best one with Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Till the Wars. Till the Wars one. Oh my god. Like, I'm sorry, I can go on a tangent about King's Disease, but like...
Yeah. It doesn't have any skips.
I equate Till the Wars one to, like, Runaway. I mean, I think Runaway would still be good with Pusha T, but it definitely wouldn't be the same. Just like Till the Wars one wouldn't be the same without Lil Durk.
I honestly could probably find myself loving Runaway as much without Pusha T, but he kind of adds the final piece to the song to make it, like, one of the greatest rap songs ever.
I mean, Lil Durk just comes on Till the Wars on like a boss. They really should make a music video of the song. It'd be so...
That'd be cool, yeah. I would like that. Lil Durk's too busy with his Drake song and his own album.
He's all right on that song. I don't know.
I think he's great on both. I think he has a more meaningful verse on Till the Wars one, but the Laugh Now Cry Later is a fun song.
Has he made an album yet? I might check it out.
Yeah, he's made a couple mixtapes now.
Yeah, no album yet. I might check out the mixtapes though.
Or he maybe has a debut. I'm not sure yet.
If he does, I'll definitely check it out when it comes out.
Probably, if he hasn't debuted yet, he will soon, because he's been getting features like crazy. Like, he got Nas and Drake in the same, like, week.
We'll review his album when it comes out. I mean, we'll definitely both do that. But...
I will without question. Well, when Lil Durk, if he drops a debut, I will. So, yeah.
Yeah, we both will. We were fans.
Yes. I am impressed by Lil Durk. I don't love him. I was actually, first time I heard Lil Durk was on a Nav album. So it was on a terrible album, and he was like the soft, nice spot on that album. I think it was either Good Intentions or Bad Habits. Probably Good Intentions. The
Oh
soft
yeah, and
spot
also
on
the
Bad.
song on The King's Disease with Anderson .Paak's also really great.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak, man, that guy's vocals are so amazing. They make me
Like literally,
cry.
Hit Boy and Nas are like Ratchet and Clank. They really need to keep making albums together.
Yeah,
Talk about an
Both of
epic
them.
sidekick. He really found his producer.
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean,
think
it's.
time,
I
Mark.
mean, okay. Ideally, a great Nas collaborative album would just be if he made a whole album with DJ Premier, but probably never gonna happen.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's your 3. King's Disease, great album.
Time to talk about
Top
the
2.
big ones.
We're not even gonna say what they are because we already know it. We have the same number 2 and 1. Number 2.
It was written.
Yes, indeed, it was written. Indeed.
One of the best rap albums of all time.
Yeah, probably at least top 30 for me. I don't know if I'd say top 20, but man, it is a solid album.
Beautiful. I mean, both the number 1 and 2 have the best ending songs. I mean, If the World.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Nas song, If I Ruled the World. So great.
It is a really meaningful and great song, and Miss Lauryn Hill's lyrics and hook are beautiful.
Also, the music video. Of course, Black Girl Lost. I mean, can't forget about
I like that
Lost.
song. Yeah, it's a nice song. The
And
songs
the one
I
with
really
Dr. Dre.
love.
Nas is coming. Nas is coming.
That's a fun song, yeah. The songs I really like on the thing or on this album are The Message. That song,
Yeah.
the beat on that song is so cool. Like the little just
Street
guitar.
dreams are made of these.
Street Streams is fun. Yes, it's his little version of All Eyes on Me by Tupac and Sweet Dreams by I don't even know the band's name. I Gave You Power. Is
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I'd argue I Gave You Powers is Nas's Stan.
Yeah, I Gave You Power is really awesome too.
Let's see. Watch Them Ends. I don't have much to say on. I like it. Taken in Blood. You probably don't agree, but that's one of my favorite Nas songs.
What? Oh yeah, Take It in Blood. Oh, that's really great.
Yeah. Nas is Coming. My opinion on it is one of the weakers on this album, but I do like the beat on it a lot.
The intro and like also Affirmative Action with Foxy Brown and them also killer.
Oh, have you ever heard about the lyric on the Foxy Brown verse on Affirmative Action?
A little bit. I
You know how that verse is infamous for the math equation she does and gets it totally wrong?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
You should look it up. I think the source back in the 2000s found that there's a part in the song where she does this little math equation about selling drugs and it's so wrong and she messes up so badly. And it's kind of
Epic
funny
fail.
to make fun of her for it. The setup,
Testwick and Shootouts are also underrated tracks on the album. They're really great.
I like both of those. So the setup is fun. It's a nice kind of almost storytelling song. Live and rap I like. And then If I Ruled the World, imagine that, is top 10 Nas without question. It is his most streamed song. It has 130 million streams.
I mean, shit. Who doesn't like that song? It's like beautiful.
It's a great song, yeah.
Well, time to talk about your favorite album.
My favorite album of all time, which I've wanted to talk about on my channel for so long, and now I get to talk about it. Illmatic.
Like in the words of Marriage Story review, it's fucking Illmatic.
Yeah, I could literally just review this by just saying the word Illmatic.
It's fucking Illmatic. Enough
That
said.
word
It's
is so
fucking
iconic in hip hop. Just the word Illmatic. Like,
Like, bruh.
Once you say
Illmatic is just
everybody,
that album. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like,
it's fine. Yeah.
Illmatic's just that album. Like every song is just iconic.
Every song is like one of my favorites. And there are other albums I could say every song's one of my favorites, but there's always, on almost all of my favorite albums, there's always one song that I can't say is one of my favorites. Like on Good Kid, Mad City, I can't say like, what's the one, Real isn't one of my favorite songs ever. On To Pimp a Butterfly, I can't say You Ain't Gonna Lie. You Ain't Gotta Lie is not one of my favorite songs ever. On, what's the other one? On My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I can't say Hell of a Life is one of my favorite songs ever. Other than that,
I
one
love
song,
Hell of a
though.
Life. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fun, but it's... If you're looking for the dirty song, like that song's supposed to be kind of like the grimy, dirty spot on that album, that's Monster.
Yeah. But we're not about Illmatic. We gotta focus on.
Yeah, Illmatic. I'll just go through the track list. NY State of Mind.
We're gonna start beginning to end for this one.
Yeah. NY State of Mind is beautiful.
Hey, you forgot the Genesis. Hold on.
Okay, the Genesis is a cool little intro. It's a cool way to get the album rolling.
And then NY State of Mind is one of the best lyrically written songs ever.
Yes. It has arguably one of my favorite rap verses ever, the intro verse. I think the reason why I like NY State of Mind so much and why it's my favorite Nas song is because I think it demonstrates his talent perfectly.
He just came on the spot with that song. He's like, "Hey everybody, I'm Nas. Let me show you what I got. Here's NY State of Mind."
Yeah. Some of the verses, okay, like some of the bars on that song, like "I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death." What are some other bars on that song that everybody knows? There's so many iconic
you know
lines
more than me.
on the. Oh yeah, the I ain't the type of brother for you to start testing. There's so many iconic bars on this one song. So I love it. I probably have the whole thing memorized. Then Life's a Bitch.
Most relatable song in the album.
It has my favorite, most quotable hook line ever. Life's a bitch and then you die.
Life's a bitch and then you die.
I use that quote whenever one of my friends has a bad day. Like, I had a bad day.
And then we move on to my favorite track from the album. Whose world is this? The world is yours.
Wait. I'm not done with Life's a Bitch. I want to say one more thing.
What?
That AZ verse is amazing. Like, it is legendary.
Of course it is.
It's like, man. I want to memorize that verse. I don't have it memorized, actually.
I don't remember most of the verses on Illmatic. I just like listening to it so much.
Yeah. The World Is Yours is probably the most meaningful song on it, and it's my second favorite.
That was the first Nas song I heard other than, I think that was the first Nas song I heard. I didn't listen to Illmatic later, but that was the first song I heard.
NY State of Mind was the first I heard, followed by One Mic, I think.
Great combo right there.
Yeah. The World Is Yours, it's like a really meaningful song. It has like such an iconic hook. And you just...
World Is Yours is freaking amazing.
Did you finish Reasonable Doubt yet?
I told you I did, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you'd said something like you hadn't finished it. Dead Presidents 2, what is by a lot of Jay-Z fans considered his greatest song, directly has The World Is Yours in it.
Oh. Well, wait, there's Dead Presidents 1, though. I mean, isn't that...
Dead Presidents 1 is the music video version of Dead Presidents 1 is the same song, it just has different verses. They both still have the "I'm out for dead presidents to represent me" line, which is possibly the most iconic line on the whole album. Right? Would you agree with that? The "I'm out for dead presidents to represent me"?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Then Halftime.
I guess it's time for Halftime.
Which is probably the worst, but I don't think there's really a worst on Illmatic because it's Illmatic.
I guess it's the weakest, but it's not bad. It's still great.
It's a great song, though. It's the rhyming, everything. It's great. I don't know much to say.
And then we go on to Memory Lane,
which is one of my favorites. Nice little nostalgic song. I don't like the sitting in the park part, but other than that, beautiful song. I really like it as just sit in a park and like think about all the memories you've had in this one park.
It's a nice chill song to listen to.
Let me take a trip down memory lane. Then One Love comes on.
The most one of the biggest gems of this album. One Love, One Love. Oh, Nas, yeah.
One of the things that's actually kind of cool about the song is it kind of predicted a trend. You know the little plucking sound? I forgot what instrument it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, that instrument wasn't popular in '94, and then later became popular. So he kind of beat everyone to that trend. It's a nice song. I like it. Q-Tip is pretty iconic for that song. One Time for Your Mind is often considered the worst on the album. I don't think it is because I love that hook so much.
I really like that song.
Yeah, One Time for Your Mind. I mean, I love every song on this album, but like that song's special to me. Represent. Represent. Okay, I don't know how much I've ever even wanted to review Represent. That's because if you ever watch Anthony Fantano's review of Illmatic, the way he talks about
he did a review on that? That's awesome.
Yeah, he does. The way he talks about Represent, he describes it so well. I can't even replicate it. Like one of the things he says is something along the lines of when you hear the chorus yelling "Represent, represent," it's like listening to a gang in the cold of winter. You can feel the icy breath.
I mean, when I heard that the first time, I was just like, wow, this is awesome.
Great song. He does that so well. And then It Ain't Hard to Tell comes on, which is my third favorite from the whole thing.
One of the best ending songs to an album.
Probably has some of the most iconic trumpets ever.
I mean, both this and If I Ruled the World are some of the best ending songs to albums.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you're right. If It Ain't Hard to Tell is okay. I'm looking at his albums. He has some great. Undying Love is a cool ending for I Am.
Like King Disease had a pretty good one.
Papa
Cure.
Was a Playa, Heaven. Yeah, that.
Well, none of them are as good as the ending songs to the first two albums, but I mean.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best songs he's made, but I mean.
Yeah, number one is Illmatic. We both agree on that.
Wow, who would have guessed, honestly? I had no idea it was going to be Illmatic.
So, I think, yes, Nas has one of my favorite discographies ever.
Yeah, me too, man.
Arguably the best ever. Like,
Illmatic
maybe not.
You know,
okay, in my opinion, I still think Kanye and Jay-Z have more impressive discographies.
Well, the only album I really don't like from Nas is Nostradamus. The rest of them I really enjoy or like or love.
Yeah.
Especially King's Disease. Please, more King's Disease.
I think, okay, here's what I think. I think Nas should... I'm interested to hear what he'll do next, but I don't know if he'll make another album anytime soon. Actually, fun fact, on Wikipedia, it states he has another album this year. That sounds really unlikely for Nas, so I doubt that's the case, but I wouldn't be upset with that, actually.
Yes!
King's Disease Part 2. This time we're featuring, friggin', I don't know, like Eminem comes on it.
Bro, if Eminem finally shows up with Nas, that would be the most epic.
They've been trying for years. You know, Daughters was written to be with Eminem, and Eminem declined it for some stupid reason.
Can we have this collab already? What's taking so long? Come on.
It would be a great collab. But I don't think I have anything else to say.
Eminem was so inspired by Nas, bro. Like,
yeah.
He was, loved Nas.
I don't think I have anything else to say for this video. We've been recording for a solid hour now, so...
An hour? Jeez Louise, it ain't
hard
to
tell.
Long
video. I'm not cutting. I don't plan to cut this down much, so this will be a long video.
Look, it ain't hard to tell.
Great projects. I will post both of our rankings in the comments or in the description so you can read through them, see what we all thought on them. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video.
Nas is coming. Represent, One love.
Cringes. Well, I guess okay, I was going to make some terrible Nas reference. Well, I guess you guys get the message now that I'm in an NY state of mind. So you'll never replace me for being the biggest Nas fan, because Nas is like the greatest rapper ever. I didn't talk about Hate Me Now when I got to I Am.
To the war. What?
I skipped Hate Me Now. That's like one of my favorite songs. Hate Me Now is amazing. Whatever. See you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right. That concludes MTS the Shark, everybody. Woohoo!
Bye. Go watch Tate's channel. He's great. Okay, bye.
Thank you.